everyone, Ian here, Manderside Media, back with my co-pilot in the ABT program, Scott Kukarishan, program head here. And it's been a minute since we've had fuller videos of what's going on, but there's been lots happening. And I'm just going to turn this over to Scott, and Scott can just let us in on what's been happening here at the shop. So take it away, Scott.
Thanks, Ian.
All right, Scott, what do we got?
Well, like I say in every video, progress.
Progress.
We got some progress. And actually, students, it's like you said, it's been quite a while.
Yeah.
And we are actually getting down to the nitty-gritty last couple of weeks. So, and so is this car. Like, it's getting down there. Where are we at?
Yeah.
Lots of things have been done since the last time. I know you had a short on it that I sent you about the gaps and so on. We've been doing some fitting. I've been taking some video that we'll piece together in this whole thing. So we got some action shots.
Awesome.
Where are we at? We've got a lot of the floor already all fixed. We've got a little bit more in here. And I believe, just a little bit more right there that we got to hammer and dolly up.
Yep.
Other than that, the whole car is done as far as dents and damage on the inside.
Cool.
These doors are ready now to, we're not going to take them off. It's always been my opinion on these 70 through 81 Firebird Camaros that if this line is not straight with the car looks like crap. So we're going, and I said in the very first video, there's quite a bit of meat on these doors.
Right. Yeah.
We think we can just block them down, reprime them.
Yep.
But we're going to lay some tape on here. We're going to really sharpen this line, to make sure the door and the quarter panel fit nice. We've already had the front end fitting on. We might put the fenders back on just to make sure we have this line where it needs to be.
Yeah, that fender has that same line, eh?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And
you had 3 panels.
that's basically the only body line in this whole car. And if it's not straight,
yeah, you'll know.
Yeah, you'll know. So,
look at that.
All the floor patches are in and done. The floor was really, really nice in this car.
Right, yeah.
But we have, on the customer's request, we have put mini tubs into the car. We had to make some braces up right on the top of the...
I see that, yeah.
Those are all handmade and student welded in. It's a little darker now inside the car with the lack of the...
the homemade T-tops.
The hillbilly T-roofs. So we had to put this one in. It actually needed a little bit of rust repair.
Okay.
I believe on that side, way on the far side.
Gotcha.
There's a little bit of rust there. Some dents in the roof. We got them all done. It's sectioned in as per at the factory.
Yeah.
Now, we don't teach hot fill, or as everybody would know it as lead.
Lead, yeah.
We don't teach that anymore and haven't taught it for many, many years. So what we do is we squeeze type or plug weld the panels on. Then we continuous weld it because you can never put body filler over top of a hole. Or a seam, it'll just crack.
It'll crack, yeah.
Then we're going to put a layer of Marglass on and then finish the body work.
Oh, okay.
So that's...
I need to know what a plug weld is because I have no idea.
Well, a plug weld, okay, so if we have from factory, everything is squeeze type. That's the spot welds. And when you take the panel off, you have to drill them off or grind them or whatever.
Yeah, but you're making a hole there, kind of. In essence.
You are making a hole. In this case here, these were drilled through with a 5/16 drill bit. And there's the holes there. So that's the hole that you have to fill in to reattach it.
Gotcha.
So we do what's called a GMAW, or as everybody would know, it'd be MIG, but MIG is metal inert gas. And the gas that we use actually has CO2 and argon, which would make it actually, by rights, mag welding, metal active gas.
Oh my God, we got chemistry class.
So, the generic term is GMAW, but everybody knows it as MIG welding. So then we have to GMAW weld all of those holes.
Okay, so essence just fill the hole with weld.
Plug the hole.
Plug the hole with weld. I was thinking rivet, like some kind of a wacky rivet that would fit in that hole that you would smoke in.
Well, if we were doing videos on 23 F-150s and putting, then we could go all about rivets.
The race car panels used to put on Dave's car. It was rivets. I'm a riveter. Well, I can rivet really well.
Yeah, because they only have to stay on for a few hours.
It depends on the driver beside or Dave.
Yep.
Anyway,
that's rubbing and rubbing.
Yeah, exactly.
So anyway, so these are all ready to fill.
Oh, okay.
We had to section the front A pillars
Right.
on.
Yep. I see the
So
bodywork.
there is a inner section right here,
Mm-hmm.
and then this had a section here and a section here.
Oh, wow.
Now, from where your video
Yep.
is, there is a minimum
Yep.
distance of 50 millimeters between sections, and that goes back to the old ICAR sectioning
That's code.
rules.
Okay, gotcha.
So it is
Yeah.
code. It was the rules that we had when I went through school.
Right.
Now there's a whole bunch of rules and rules
Right.
and rules and rules.
Yeah.
But anyways, now so that's been sectioned,
Yep.
sectioned, and
Okay.
then our roof is all done.
Awesome.
So this
Yeah.
car is all welded together because we have new quarters.
Yeah.
We have
Look
the
at
tubs that
that.
are all welded in.
Look at that. Oh, that looks wonderful. So, are you obviously okay? So, painting. Is this gonna get undercoat in the wells, or is it gonna have
We'll
paint?
probably do an undercoating in
Yeah.
the wells. There was actually my colleague Jeremy. He's working on his truck, and he did a brush-in wheel liner.
Oh yeah, I've heard of them.
Ooh,
Yeah.
He peeled it off a piece of tape, and it is really nice and rubbery.
Oh, okay.
We might opt for something like that inside the wheelhouses.
Yeah.
The bottom of the car is going all black.
Yeah.
The inside of the car is going all black. The firewall's black. The dash is black. We're just going to black epoxy, seam seal, re-epoxy as needed.
Yep.
The dash will probably put a matte clear on it.
Oh, okay.
But still, it is just black.
Okay.
We got some really good, nice clips on the video that we're going to include.
Yeah.
We are Saskpolytech. Saskatoon is a certified B-Tag training station.
Right. Yep.
We're the only ones in North America
Of all North America.
that trains B-Tag outside of B-Tag.
Right.
We're the only certified school
Yep.
to be doing B-Tag, but we're not actually B-Tag employees.
Understood. Yeah, I got it.
So, and it's not the only company. There's Kiko and there's a bunch of others, and we also have Kiko systems. But one of the nice things, and I learned this from a shop in Denmark.
Okay.
Actually, a guy, GT 1900 Garage, and then it goes GT 2200 Garage.
Okay.
He had welded a ribbon of steel right on the body line with a turnbuckle to the other side. And he was just cranking the turnbuckle to adjust his quarters where to weld them.
Yes.
So we just glued some metal on.
Yep.
It's all in there.
Yep.
So we just
wonderful.
glued it,
Yep.
hooked it up to the turnbuckle, and just cranked the quarters wherever
Set
we
your-
want
Oh man. Now
to
you
get-
got gaps just.
to get the gaps that we want.
Oh my God. Well, that's better than factory. That's better than the Stevie Wonders on the assembly line at GM.
Yep.
Hey?
And so all the floors all welded in. The gaps are where they need to be.
Oh man.
We've had the tail light panel on. We've had the tail lights in. You'll see on the video.
Yeah.
This spoiler, you need to align these, the tail light, the trunk lead, and this spoiler here. So what we need to do now is to make sure they are all in alignment and to make sure they maintain equal gap, right? So this is just for you to know, this is what we call we're doing kind of restoration on this Firebird 1972, okay? So we've got all the quarter panel fitted together. So our trying to align this one. This is painted already, so you guys to be very careful when we're putting this together. So now we need to align everything together. So the tail light, the spoiler on the trunk lead itself. So we've done a pretty good job in here to make sure everything is ready. Right. So as you can see, look at the gap in here. So we're kind of maintaining that equal gap. So this came out pretty awesome. Good. Right. Considering the year of the vehicle. So now we've just fitted in the tail light, both sides. Okay. So when you look at this in here, look at the second one here. So we kind of maintain decent gap. So we guys make it equal. This is a little bit off, but we're still going to play around with it. So and make sure, but the tail light is fitting pretty nice in here. So that's where we are for now.
Where we're at right now on this car, everything is, to my knowledge, buttoned up, and this car is now ready to come off our jig system, go straight on the rotisserie where we can start rotating this car all the way around, giving it a final scuff, a couple little dents from our clamping and stuff like that to do, and it's ready to go for paint.
Oh my goodness. So What's the timeline do you think paint is going to happen on this? Just for
We got 2 weeks left. 2 weeks left. We only got till April 30th, and this thing has got to be shiny.
that's got to have color and
It's color clear, and I don't know if you see the my fancy doodling there.
I see some lines of such.
We're gonna have a nice little black stripe.
Okay.
So and that's gonna be, we're gonna do the one on the trunk.
Yeah.
We're also gonna carry it on the hood. We're not gonna go on the roof.
Okay.
The customer and all of us, we got together and had a discussion on how we're gonna make this layout.
Yeah.
And because it's got the, now, is it a formula hood, power bulge hood?
I know it is I know it is a formula hood, but
it's got dual snorkels on it.
Yes.
They never came with stripes.
Correct.
And he wants a stripe.
Yeah,
so we're coming up with a custom thing, and if it's going to be custom, then we don't have to worry about being factory.
Yeah, I mean, this one it's a custom build, like the powertrain and stuff is all. Yeah, no, it's cool. Oh, it's come a long ways. Oh man, I haven't been over here long enough or often enough to see the progress on this one either.
It is coming along real nice. So a couple less things.
Yeah,
this needs a little bit of body work.
The Dutchman panel.
The Dutchman panel, and we got to put the little, as I call them, poop chicks. These little nibs.
Oh, is that for the chrome trim?
For the chrome trim for the reveal moldings for the glass.
Awesome.
So, and this car is ready to go for final paint.
Isn't that wicked? So you have how many students worked on this one?
At one time, all 14. So they just gotta keep their foot in the gas all the way to the end. So
don't let off.
Yep. And the owner has been working diligently on this. He says his powertrain, front suspension's all ready to go. He's putting his independent 4-link rear suspension all together.
Oh my god!
So the idea is that once this is painted, we'll put it on the hoist.
Yeah.
He brings his powertrain in.
Yeah.
We help him bolt it on so he can put it on the trailer as a rolling chassis.
4 wheels and go. Yeah.
Yeah. He takes it home and puts it together. So.
Oh, is that your turnbuckle system? Is that the thing that you use for the quarters?
No, the turnbuckle. I just went to Home Depot and got one that you put on your gate.
Oh,
tighten the cable.
I gotcha.
This is a type of turnbuckle, but this is one more for door jams.
Oh, okay.
We had this one.
I just seen it there.
Yeah, we had this one into here. Yeah, and yes, you turn this in and turn it, and it'll tighten or lower it. We just gave this a little bit of bracing to make sure that the gap stayed
for the roof. Yeah. Yep. Cool. Oh yeah, wicked.
So yeah, 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Oh man. Okay, well, we'll see what happens in 2 weeks. So I'm sure you have lots of footage then coming up even while these next 2 weeks are happening.
Yeah.
Wicked. Okay, well, like always, Scott, always appreciate letting us into the ABT program and seeing what kind of wicked stuff you guys are working on. So, yeah, to the students, big thumbs up from myself because I can't comprehend the work that's happened. I see it, but I mean the hours of labor in this is unreal. So good on you. Can't wait to see it with some color and one piece.
Yes.
Everybody feels that way, I'm sure.
Yeah. Because, I'm getting tired of this one. I want to bring another one.
Yeah. Right on. Okay, cool. All right, so stay tuned. There'll be some edits happening throughout this, but thanks for watching. We'll see you all down the finish line here. All right, bye for now.